our standard joke is what? And we are really like that. You know, a fairy, you know, the stupid magic entity who fills your wishes, comes to a Slovene farmer and asks him, I will do whatever you want to you, just remember, I will do to your neighbor twice as much. No? You know what is Slovene farmer's answer? Take one of my eyes. Because then, and this is the basic Slovene principle. If I get a little bit, but the neighbor gets more, no, it's better if I lose a little bit, just that the neighbor loses more. Okay, these are we Slovenes, no? Then the Montenegro friend, I remember, immediately jumped in and said, you know, Montenegro, they have earthquakes and their cliché is lazy, no? You can imagine what was his story. You know, how does a Montenegro guy masturbate, no? He digs a hole in the earth, puts the penis in and waits for the earthquake, no? He's too late. But you see how it works even now. I claim this, now we are enacting the true brotherhood and unity. This is how it worked. And now I come to the climactic point. The best experience of this, at its clinical purest, I report about it in one of my early books, so I'm sure you don't know it, which is not translated, was with an Albanian friend of mine, soldier in Yugoslav army. Namely, we were almost friends, becoming friends. But then something was missing. We were still these official cold friends. Respect, no? And then the guy made the first move. Okay, I don't know if this is a racist cliché, no? I love Lasik, but I was told that with you, you can joke about everything, but not about your mother and sister. That it's not good to tell you, I will fuck your mother or what, no? Okay, so he approached me one morning, and I was very shocked because he was an intellectual. And he told me, I fuck your mother. And I noticed what was the message. The message was, let's become truly friends. And I accepted the logic. Believe me, I never had problems with replying dirty to dirty. You know what was my immediate answer? Go ahead after I finish with your sister. No? No? Okay, so you know what then happened? Now comes the ethical miracle. Then we embraced, we became friends, and it's not what you think now. Then we were spending hours telling dirty stories or what. No, we were both intellectuals. He was more than me. We were very cold, just to remind ourselves that we are really friends. A wonderful small ritual developed. Every morning that we met, instead of saying hello, good morning, we didn't even say the whole story. He told me mother, I told him sister. You know, it was just a reminder we are still friends. So I was always fascinated about this ambiguity of obscenity. On the yes, to go so that you will see that I'm nonetheless a good feminist boy, no? I'm not saying these jokes solve everything, because, I mean, my God, the first feminist reaction, and this should be a test for you. If you pretend to be a feminist, ask yourself, did you immediately feel what is wrong with this joke? That it's, nonetheless, it's the typical male pact about the exchange of women, no? No. Yeah, it's not. Okay, but then I would like to have the opposite. Here I'm a feminist. I would like to see two women say, fuck your father after I finish with your husband. You know, that would be feminism for me.
With pleasure.
Then you are a good feminist, okay? Okay, sorry. Okay, no, sorry, let me go on. So that, you know what I mean? Like, how should I put it? This is unfortunately one side of the story. Another problem here is the problem of hierarchy, of course, unfortunately, no? Hierarchy in the sense that this also worked because both of us were the same level ordinary soldiers. Like, it wouldn't work, I think at least, maybe I'm wrong, as well if I were to approach my battalion commander major and tell him, fuck your mother. No, I get it. It wouldn't be so good, how should I put it, no? So, first, there is the problem of hierarchy. The second, and yeah, that's the other problem. The second problem is that, now, I'm not saying, things are much more refined here. I'm not telling you, so, let's start telling dirty jokes about each other, no? Although I don't see anything bad at it. I remember when 10 years ago, when the war was finishing, but when I was telling in the United States this story, a woman from Sarajevo who escaped from there attacked me like, what are you saying this? We are in a tragic situation and you are just telling us we should just across the lines, I mean front lines, tell each other dirty jokes. But then I told her, sorry, but what's so bad about it? If you do this instead of shooting at each other, what's bad about it? How should I put it, no? I mean, I don't underestimate this ironic, populist, low humor. The problem is somewhere else. I don't know how it is with you, because in each culture, this works in a specific way. But it is, I claim, a general feature of cultures. What fascinates me more and more as an ideological phenomenon, and I return to this in all my books, it's how, when you look at a culture, or how a certain community is held together, and it can be large community, it can be even a university department, small one, you can see that you have, for example, you have explicit rules which define how this community functions. But this is never all. You have explicit rules, but then you have, how should I call them, meta rules, higher level rules which tell you how to relate to these elementary rules. Let me put it in this way. You want to become a member of a certain upper class community, group. It can be you want to be integrated. For example, the most brutal disappointment will be for you if you try to become, if you get scholarship, part of some snobbish Oxford, British, or American, Harvard, whatever community. You try to learn their rules. You follow them, then you discover they laugh at you. Why? Because you know, true identity, true belonging to a community is not only rules, but it's to learn meta rules which tell you how and when to violate the explicit rules. It's through this violation that you really become a member. You must learn how to violate the rules. For example, you have British patriotism, and you learn this from all those British novels about Oxford secrets and so on. But this is not enough. You have to learn how to make fun of your patriotism. It is only through this gentle undermining that you are really one of them. If you just follow the rules, you are an idiot. And now I come to the more obscene aspect. We should never underestimate to what extent what may appear to us as subversing, undermining a community is really the deepest aspect of the identity, as it were, of this community.